He's all right.
He's all right.
He's talented.
We'll hype him up forever. I am a Team Denny
Totally.
fan club for life.
You guys are amazing.
And it's in his head. This is all in his head. It's crazy.
I know.
Yo, this movie's fucking so good. It's phenomenal. Legit, like, Danny makes back-to-back masterpieces. Incredible.
He does.
It's incredible. Florence, Princess Irulan makes her debut in Dune 2, and it seems she has a larger role here. Can you talk about the biggest character change you noticed from the pages of the book to the film?
Ooh, biggest character change. I don't know. I don't think there was a massive difference. I think she's
That's quite true.
Yeah, and I also think that she's allowed to grow, which is a wonderful thing. I like how in this movie we don't get all of her, and I like how she grows almost similarly to the book. She becomes more of an essence. So I appreciated how she wasn't just like fully present. How you want to know more about her and how she does evolve with the story. I think personally. I mean, other than the fact that obviously every book that you read has more detail in it than a script can. But I appreciated that I could see her on the pages and in the book and also in Denis' script.
Zendaya, Chani's suspicious at Paul at first, but she becomes like his moral compass. Can you talk about how their relationship is explored throughout Dune 2?
Yeah, absolutely. I think talking about how, there are some character changes and differences. I think something Denis really found for Chani is allowing her to have her own mind and spirit when it comes to her perception of Paul and what she thinks of him. And I think what that allows for, and also what he represents to her. And I think what that allows for is something a little bit more complicated and something that she has to fight against. The love story isn't necessarily just given. It's not something that to her even feels natural. I don't think she's ever even allowed herself to think of the concept of falling in love, right? And now it's being presented in the least likely person. And so I think there's a lot of weight to that, and just the sheer amount it would take for her to be vulnerable with somebody or open up to someone, I think is big. And so for us, it was about like trying to find those moments where we could have Paul earn his way into her heart and into her space and into her family and her, you know what I mean? And into her world. And that's how we tried to like build a real love story. We too had to earn it behind the camera too. And ultimately how it it ends, we will find out, we will see. But it is there's a lot of internal, I think, complication happening within her.
Florence, Princess Irulan is a key player in the geopolitical game of Dune. Can you talk about her willingness to play the game and in order to keep her family in power?
What it seems is that she's on the back foot, trying to figure out information from the beginning that she's desperate to know and obviously can suss that something has happened. But I think truly by the end of our movie, you can kind of see that she's also one step ahead. And I think her rising to the occasion and her rising to the moment of agreement in this transaction is definitely something that she has been preparing for, and the people around her have been preparing her for. And probably she takes great pride in being able to, I suppose in some way protect her father. As much shame as that might bring him, I think there's definitely, and they have created, wrong word, but they've created a beast and the beast now rises. It's like she's the thing that they want her to be, and now it's the time.
This film is absolutely incredible. Thank you guys for your time. I feel like this must have been how people felt watching that first original Star Wars trilogy, walking out of the theater. It's like the same experience I
totally
like
agree.
It's incredible.
I totally agree.
Thank you,
Denny.
guys.
Thank you.
Dude, I know, right?
He's that guy.
So good.
He's all right.
He's all right.
He's talented.
We'll hype him up forever. I am a Team Denny
Totally.
fan club for life.
You guys are amazing.
And it's in his head. This is all in his head. It's crazy.
I know.
It's wild.